I'm taking off all the old shingles and all the pieces of wood that are there already, leaving the studs, frames, rafters, whatever you want to call them, and putting new plywood on top and not having any windows and putting peel and stick on top of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to come look at those things I got?
I don't even want to do it, dude.
Why not? You're getting rid of the sunroof?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just a hassle. It just keeps leaking.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna be easy.
I don't want to do it.
You ain't even looked at it.
I don't want to deal with it.
You didn't even look at it.
I don't want to deal with it. You here to work?
No, I'm here to hang out.
All right, now guys, throw it. Wow. What? Drop another one in the middle. Oh!
I was 15 years old, and it was 2005, August, and I always wanted to build a place of my own because I had tree houses. I had a lot of tree houses, and I wanted a place to just be bigger and not in a tree and just like be able to live and sleep, spend the night, have friends over, and do whatever I want really. So my dad would bring me home wood from work, and I would save up the wood until I got enough to start building, and I eventually built the first room, which is right here. And it probably took like 2 or 3 weeks because I had to wait for all the wood. I didn't have a car, didn't have money, and so I waited for the wood, and I put it together from what I knew, just guessing, I guess, just simple things. And
that was when?
that was it was finished in September of 2005. I was 15, and that's when I first started.
Oh, he started probably, I'd say about 5 years old. No, maybe even younger. With the blocks we had at the lake all the time in a box, he started building stuff with that. And Lincoln logs. Probably about maybe 3. I was at the lake, I think, when this was going on. And I come home and here's this pretty good sized fort up, but I said, why did you make it on an angle? It's sitting in the forest on an angle. So I was a little disturbed with that.
You see it from afar, and it doesn't, as you're walking up to it, and it doesn't look like much, but once you walk in, it's spacious, it's deep, like it's a work of art, and it's ever expanding too. Like everyone that comes in usually leaves their mark in some way, and the more you hang around, the more memories you have just in each room, and they're so vivid because of how unique the rooms are. The first few times you walk into it, it's so overwhelming that you don't really grasp how alive this place is, like how much history and how many people have been through here.
Right, the first time I came to the DZ, it was only the first room, so it really wasn't that impressive, to be honest. It was just one room made out of like leftover wood that his dad brought home from work, and I mean for his age, I mean yeah, it was great, well built, I guess, and all it had was bunk beds, and that's really it, and then a light.
It was actually really spectacular to walk into this place because I heard so many stories about it, but never got to experience it, and it was pretty cool.
Like when I came here and saw it, it was kind of like it felt like an underground kind of secret thing. So it was really cool seeing it for the first time. And then just talking to Ben how he built it, and just like kind of just totally like DIY renegade type shit, like stealing wood and stuff like that. And then just like collections of stolen things and artwork, and just you feel like it's just filled with personalities already and memories, and that's, you don't even need to be in there with anybody, and you kind of feel it's very homey.
If you are of that age or near that age and you see something like this, you just immediately think like, wow, where was this when I was his age? Where was this when I was a child?
I remember like from the outside being like, what is this? And then walking inside and being like overcome and amazed that something like that exists. And my friend's backyard. I'm sure it was the first time I met Ben too. So it was like a very good first impression.
I think he was constructing it. The first time I seen it, it was a little box.
Just one room?
It was the one room, yeah, where you open it up and it's just got the built-in bunk beds. Or no, it didn't even have that, I believe. I think it was just cots.
Wow.
I think it's a blast from the past because it reminds me of some forts that we had in the past and kind of reminds me of the 70s and stuff that's on the walls. It's kind of neat. And I like the no cigarettes allowed and the cigarette stapled to the wall.
Core group of friends that when I think of them, I think of this place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's with each room, there's so many memories of comings and goings of people in and out of our lives that, you know, I'll always be acquaintance forever if I don't talk to them much now. But I mean, shit, you're one of them.
I'd say my first favorite moment probably be, well, there's been a lot of really fun, like, get-togethers and parties and moments here, sleepovers. But I'd say, like, the first DZ prom we had, or my senior year prom, I didn't go, and all my friends and I came here together, and we had our own prom here, and had our own food, our own music, we dressed up. That was probably the first big and fun party we ever had here. And, I don't know, the thing is, I really don't like parties, or the idea of it, but here it doesn't seem like that. And so I guess I'm, like, contradicting myself when I don't like parties, but that's all we ever do here. But it just doesn't seem like a party, at least not to me. I mean, I don't really party much, but just, like, there's a lot of good things that go on here that you don't get at a lot of parties.
I don't mind that they hang out there and, you know, everybody's having fun and stuff and everybody respects the property usually, but I wish there was an outhouse back there.
Yeah.
So people could use that instead of coming in the house.
I wasn't here for the piano burning, but that would have been great. But yeah, DZ Fest is ridiculous. I was thankfully there for like the first year of it. That's kind of when I came in that summer when he was planning it and he wanted to do it and he was telling me about it.
I'm gonna have to go with the DZ bonfires. They're a classic kind of night where you just have all your friends here to hang out and just chill around the fire, drink some beers, and talk smack about each other.
Pretty much the months of like the whole summer of like 2008. Which that was like
what made that summer?
It was
better
the best summer I've ever had of my entire life. Honestly, it was like I was 15 years old, I think so, and I pretty much lived here, and I had no rules, and I just like it was like when I learned the most in my life.
It was this place where he pretty much introduced it, and he's like, go ahead, write on the wall. You know, usually you go to somebody's house and they're like, don't do this, take your shoes off. This place you kind of were capable of doing whatever you want. No one cared what you said. You're free to be funny and just be you, really.
There'll be bonfires that are alright, and then there's ones that are just like over the top that you're never gonna forget. And that's kind of the thing about these, like you don't know what's going on, you kind of just go there just to hang out, whatever happens, happens. And sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's whatever, but and that's life.
There has been some days that I thought, why did I let him do that?
I don't know. It's a home in between homes. Like you're at your home that you started in, your family's in, and your later goal is to have a home for yourself. And this is the halfway point.
It was just like, it was just part of the DZ nature, man. It was, who cares? Just do it. No, like, they'll accept you.
Yeah, of course. Like, it's a structure. Well, that's all it really is. It's just a structure. Like, everything else is what the magic is what happens inside. Like when you're 14 years old and you're like, like transitional, weird, teenage, creepy, awkward years where you just like, I don't know, go to sleep for like 14 hours a day and shit like that. It was like a home for me. It was like coming from like a fucked up family and then like having a great group of friends and then just like balance it out. It was like just what I needed, I guess. And it kind of made me into what I am right now, which is nothing special, but it's better than what I was.
What do you think of the DZ show?
Why would I like it?
why
hang out here
or
all the time.
lack of options.
No one actually likes the DZ. We're just forced here by communication.
If there was anything better to do, we'd be doing it.
Yeah.